The Miss South Africa organization recently finally deigned to release the top 30 judging day video, which we have waited for a long time. I feel like those people who paid for the top 30 judging content, I feel like a lot of us should feel let down by what the Miss South Africa organization has done. Honestly, it's just, if we're going to pay for something, I feel like the product that we're paying for should be of a higher quality than what we got. First of all, the sound quality of this top 30 judging day video was atrocious. They should really carpet that stage. The girls walking just, it made me want to tear my hair out. And somewhere, at some point, someone was using a drill or a chainsaw or I don't know what, mowing the lawn in the background. And definitely, obviously, if this was free, I wouldn't be complaining. But if we're paying for something, even if it's just 50 Rand, it needs to be of a higher quality than what we got. Anyway, I don't have all complaints. I do appreciate Leratu as a judge. I feel like she's an amazing judge. She's like a multilingual queen. You know, every single time she suspected somebody spoke a language, she could say hello or at least a little something in that language. She spoke Mandarin, Afrikaans, French, Zulu. The woman can do it all, okay? So I do appreciate her. She brought a little bit of spice to the judging table, and so she kept it interesting in that way.
Goeie afternoon.
But it's not about the production per se or the judges. It's about the women, of course. So let me get into my thoughts on the actual content of what happened on Top 30 Judging Day. Of course, they had the girls introducing themselves, and they did a little mini interview with the girls, asking them like 2 questions. But of course, we're also going to talk about how the girls chose to present themselves aesthetically. So let's get into it. Starting with Andrea, she came out in this sort of semi-professional look. I really didn't mind it at all. Her intro was sort of short and sweet, but when it came to the questions, she panics for a split second, usually at the start of each answer, but then she goes on to answer beautifully. So for me, Andrea is actually one of the best of the day. Not the very tippy top best, but you know, one of the better contestants of the top 30 judging day. Then we had Chidimma, who came out in a black outfit. Black doesn't really suit her, I don't know. And her intro was very, very, very serious. Her seriousness did, however, come in handy when it was time for her to answer questions, because she answered quite beautifully and she was asked quite serious questions. I don't know how she would have done if she was asked like a more silly type of question that we also got. Danae came out in this little cute navy outfit. I actually loved it. Her introduction was very personable. And with the answer, I don't know, with the first question, I felt like, is she trying to sort of imply that the other girls aren't working as hard on their advocacy as her? I don't know. It didn't sit that well with me.
I just want to know, what makes you stand out from the rest of the contestants?
I feel that I stand out because my cause and my passion truly lies with youth development, as I've been stating. But what's different about me is that I am working in my cause. I have a lot of experience in my cause. It's what I've devoted myself to already, and it's what I want to push forward with. So I have that experience, and I feel that that really makes me stand out.
Then we have Demoivre. Guys, I'm so glad that I finally know how to pronounce this poor woman's name. Her hair needs a change, but I'm not mad about her outfit. But the hair, definitely, it needs a change. I don't know, it doesn't work for me. I'm sure later on they will give her a little makeover and change her hair, perhaps. She has a very commanding presence. I really do enjoy Demoivre. For me, she is one of the top of the day. She answers questions perfectly, and she's very charismatic in my opinion. Like I said, one of the best of the day. Then we have Denechia, and I was sort of disappointed. Like, her outfit was even also meh, like it was nothing special, and there's just something that I don't like about her introduction. It skews sort of very insincere, you know. I don't know. She didn't give good answers either. It's ranged from at worst very cringe and at best uncharismatic. I don't know. Denechia is just not one of my faves right now.
If you had to describe yourself as a cocktail, what would that be and why?
Okay, good one. I'm not a huge cocktail drinker. I wish I could say like Steady Stumpy or something, but cocktails really reminding me back in the days when I was like 6 years old and I made cocktails in the bath. Like, if I can use that, like use oh so heavily bath salt, vanilla, and a little forest green oh so heavily bubble bath, put that in there with a nice essence of the ocean. Yeah, I hope I'm creating an image, but that would be my cocktail. Something I would say down to earth, something refreshing. I feel like that just speaks with my personality. Probably a mojito, maybe. Yeah.
Then we had Felicia. Felicia and Yannicka were basically wearing the same outfit. We detected slight nerves from Felicia, but she did answer her questions very sincerely and with a lot of presence in her voice, which I liked. Yannicka, of course, like I said before, not a very unique outfit, basically the same as Felicia. Like, they were in the same group chat, like asking each other what they were wearing on that day. And Yannicka to me is just very uncommanding. Her intro gave uncommanding. It's not giving me a Miss SA, if you know what I mean. She didn't give bad answers either, but she doesn't answer confidently. Again, that is not a Miss SA. A Miss SA is always confident. Johanneska, I love this color on her, this color shoe combo. I thought that she looked great, but she walked way too slow on her way to the mic when it was time for her to introduce herself. I am low-key disappointed with Johanneska. You guys know Johanneska used to be one of my favorites after entries, but now she's not even probably in my top 10 for the day. I'm disappointed in Johanneska. Her answers simply weren't good. They weren't good. And I don't know, they skewed a bit too juvenile for me.
If you don't want to be stuck with one person in a lift, who would that be and why?
I think the first person that comes to mind is Johnny Depp, because just how his role was in the Pirates of the Caribbean, he was just, I like it when I can be in control, and his behavior wasn't, he was like drunk the whole time and he was full of surprises, and if I were to be in a lift and I would think, Johnny Depp is going to have an idea how to get out of this lift, I don't want to be part of that. So, yeah.
Then we had Kayla. Kayla had this cute little blazer dress on. The shoes killed this outfit though. The shoes really did kill this outfit. She seems sweet and approachable from her introduction. She has lots of potential. I really like her. She needs polishing though, but there is hope, definitely. Then we had Kaylin. Kaylin comes across as very earthy with her outfit. I don't really have any complaints about her outfit. I feel like it sort of suits her, but she does seem very rehearsed. I do, from her interview section, love that she helps children with cancer, but she is very over the top, if you know what I mean. She's over the top with how she says things with her presentation, all of that. Then we have Kibalepile. Oh, I love her. I love this outfit and color. It's just very chic. And she fumbled a little bit when it came to her introduction, but still not bad. She answers her questions very naturally and sincerely, which is definitely something that I adore about her. That's very Miss SA, you know. It's giving Zozi, it's giving Shurufatsu, answering questions like you've been knowing the answer since birth. You know what I mean? Then we have Kirsten. Oh my gosh. Kirsten could have done with some color in her outfit. I love her vibe from her introduction. She's so sincere and authentic. She did struggle with the period poverty answer, but then went on to nail the cocktail answer. So for me, Kirsten is not in my top favorites for this day, but she is very close. Like if she gave a better answer with the period poverty thing, then perhaps she would have been higher in the rankings.
What our government can do to eradicate period poverty is first and foremost taking money that's been given from our taxes and using that to assist with bringing about different ways of utilizing So what the government can do is bring about different ways of helping women with their menstrual cycles to, in a sense, like using cupping and using different things that do for them to do so.
Then we have Layla, who's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. She is so sweet and engaging. I love her. She has been so impressive with her answers, with her intro. I am absolutely delighted with her. She is literally in my top 3 for the day alongside Demoivre. Then we have Lebohang. Lebohang is in straight up office attire. She, you know, if you have Miss SA at 9, but you have an office meeting at 10, this is the outfit.
Good morning, judges. My name is Lebohang Khoza. I am 27 years old of age. I come from the city of Pietermaritzburg, the city of choice in Kwa-Zulu Natal. By profession, I'm an impact educator. I teach dramatic arts and choreography. Thank you.
She did a slight stumble in her introduction, you know, with the old and of age thing, but not bad overall. She definitely has a firm understanding of what answers to assign to what questions. You know, what answers judges are expecting to hear for what questions, which I do think is a very important skill in pageantry. Then we have Leta Kutula, who this outfit is just a straight up no. You know, it's giving at the very best roast beef, at the very worst I'm gonna let you guys draw your own conclusions, but it's not for me. There is also some slight insecurity that I detected in her voice during introduction. She does have a lot of potential, but she seems to overdo it a lot, sort of to over answer, if you know what I mean, to take the answer just a little bit too far. Then we have Madri, gorgeous. Everything about her is just her. It's her to a T. This outfit, guys, I'm obsessed. Her introduction was very, very touching. She has sort of Demi Lee Nalpiters vibes. And when it came to her little interview segment when she had to answer questions, she just has it. She has it. She nailed the questions. She has sort of the Miss South Africa gene. I don't even know how to say this. She is so Demi. She is so Shanique Robber from Miss Supranational. I can literally see Marjorie achieving so much in the pageant space because she is incredible. She definitely has the it factor.
Hello judges, I am Marjorie van Gaarsveld. I'm 27 years old and I am from Boksburg, Gauteng, but I currently live in Pretoria, Gauteng. This journey to Miss South Africa is dedicated to my late mother, who dedicated her life to servicing children with intellectual and physical disabilities. And I am here to honor her legacy. Thank you.
After Marjorie, we had Mia, who her neckline to me on this outfit is not suitable for the fact that she has fleshy type of arms, which is not a bad thing. It's just a styling thing. This neckline just doesn't accentuate her body in the best way. She's very funny and cute, however, because she is deaf. She talked about, her little earpiece and how she just switches it off when she encounters negativity. I love that. She's so adorable.
Hello, judges. My name is Bjalane. I am 28 years old. I study part-time marketing. I'm a marketing manager, and I also do modeling. So I want to inform you all, I am deaf with a cochlear implant. It's my superpower. If there's any negativity, switch it off. Thank you so much for your time.
When she answered the questions, however, I am very concerned, not very, but a bit concerned about her ability to hear questions if she is on an international stage, and if she answers whether or not judges would be able to understand her. But she did answer beautifully. So she is one of my top favorites for the day. But, there's always this concern. And I know that she is, sort of competing at Miss South Africa in a way to show that deaf people can do what everyone else can do. But there is this concern, whether or not she will face a harder time competing internationally than girls who are able to hear better. Then we had Naledi. Oh, guys, the bra showing on the side. And it's not even a little bit of bra, it's not a little bit of strap, it's a whole bra showing on the side. It's just a big no-no for me. She switched her expressions between joy and seriousness in her introduction a lot. It was sort of like whiplashy. And when it came to her answer, she started answering the first question wrong. But the second question was not bad at all. The second answer was not bad at all. Then we had Nobukle, who wore a great outfit, very South African. She seems cute, but not especially memorable, I'm afraid.
My question is, if you look at the pillars of Miss South Africa, which one do you identify with and why?
Courage. I would say this because I'm someone who is very resilient. I've experienced a lot of failure in life. However, that has never stopped me from chasing my dreams and wanting to grow and explore and grow in a process where I feel most uncomfortable.
Her answers were not too bad, but courage is not a pillar of Miss South Africa. Courage is unfortunately not one of the 4 pillars of South Africa, so she did commit a blunder there. I don't know how Miss Steph on the judging panel is going to feel about one of her top 30 contestants not even knowing the basics like the 4 pillars of Miss South Africa. Then we had Nokulungu. Boring. Her outfit is just boring. I'm sorry. And while she was giving her introduction, I don't know whether or not she said she loves edibles or she loves animals.
One thing about me is that I'm very friendly, and also I love edibles and I enjoy cooking so much.
Edibles or animals? I don't know. If it was edibles, imagine saying you love edibles at a literal job interview. Anyway, moving on. I don't know. It could have been animals. With her answers, the weakness was such a, I work too hard sort of moment. It's such a cliche.
My biggest weakness has to be I'm too hard on myself. I will beat myself up over anything small. I will try to make it perfect, but I'm working on it.
I don't know, she just gave very cliche answers altogether. Sorry, Nokulungu is not my favorite. Then we had Nolene. The shoes killed this outfit. The shoes murdered this outfit. In fact, she comes across as very mousy. Again, not Miss SA vibes at all. And I feel like she took sort of the coward's way out of the answer.
If you had to pick someone besides yourself to walk away with the Miss South Africa title, who would it be? And girl, you're allowed to say nobody else but me.
I'd like to say that, but sure, all of these girls are so deserving.
especially in my group. I love them all so much. But yeah, I can't pinpoint someone. I think you have a great selection of top 30 here. So any one of these, I will be so happy for any one of the top 30. I just don't want to leave yet.
Then we have Nompumelelo. Her dress, I'm sorry to say this, it looks a bit cheap. But she has great speaking skills. She's very commanding. She really does answer her questions well as well. She's very engaging. So she is one of my favorites for the day. Then we have Onalena. You guys know I love her. This outfit really suits her. She pulls it off. I don't know. It's just something about she pulls this outfit off. Maybe it's just her beauty in general that she can literally wear anything and pull it off. Her intro was so short and sweet. She's very charismatic. Her story during her answers was very touching. You know, I do not agree with the end of her second answer about, you know, women somehow bringing much more to the table than men. I feel like the essence of equality sort of is just that, equality. So I don't know, I have a differing opinion with her on that, but I do still think overall she is a great contestant, which is why she's one of my top favorites for the day.
We should earn the same as men earn because we are fully capable. We provide the same amount of effort, we provide the same amount of work ethic, and I believe that women are far more capable and should never even be compared to men because what we bring to the table is far more of what they can give.
Then we have Onshiametse, who this dress is suitable for a grade 9 Valentine's Day dance. I'm sorry, but I do like her. She's cute, slightly insincere in her introduction. I do love her first answer. You know, I love how she talks about having stubborn faith. It's very inspiring. I liked her answers a lot. Then we have Palesa. She had an interesting cutout on this dress. I do actually like it. She's very calm and collected. She gave lovely and clear answers, and it was all very touching about her mom, and it's so horrible what people have been doing with the Miss South Africa contestants, you know, talking about how some of them don't belong there, when South Africa is the literal rainbow nation. South Africa's whole brand is having different sort of people from different ethnicities, different countries even. It's the flavor of South Africa. So I don't know people, I don't understand people who are xenophobic like that. It's actually disgusting in my opinion. Then we have Renette. She looks like a Miss Universe contestant. I mean, wow, look at that body. This dress suits her. She just looks like a Miss South Africa contestant. Her speaking skills are still slightly unrefined. She didn't give bad answers, but she sounds very hesitant and unconvincing when she speaks. Nothing wrong with the content of her answers, but it's sort of the delivery and the tone. Then we have Shanae. She needs to stop doing this top bun. She's actually one of the younger contestants, and this ages her. This ages her so much. I think I hate a top bun on anyone, but especially Shanae, it doesn't suit her. It doesn't suit her features. She needs to stop doing this. It's bad. Her intro was not bad, however, but not outstanding either. During the interview round, you know what? She's still very young and inexperienced. She needs refinement in answering questions, and so she's not one of my favorites for the day. Then we have Sherry. Sherry's outfit to me was sort of very boring. I feel like it could have been saved by bolder makeup. Sherry is so afraid of bold makeup. Her eyebrows also needs boldening up, but that's neither here nor there. She was sort of charming in her introduction. She answers her questions with a sort of easy breeziness that I also like. Then we have Sinenkakla, who I loved her dress. She struggled during her introduction and had to start over. And her answers, guys. Oh, I feel so bad for her because I feel like she had sort of a panic attack during her answering segment. Her answers ended up going on way too long with way too much intensity. She started over at one point. I am so sad for Sinentlatla. She used to be one of my favorites right after the top 30 were announced, but now I think she might be the first to go.
Greetings, I am Sinentlatla Cassandra Mtetwa, a 23-year-old. Sorry.
That's fine.
I believe that as the youth of South Africa, we can create a self-sufficient South Africa. Sorry, I speak very fast. I'm sorry. South Africa is home to a lot of innovative minds, talent, and South Africa is home to a lot of talent and innovation minds.
Breathe, girl. You're doing great. Doing great.
Thank you. I am currently reading. I'm currently reading a book by Busithembe Gwayo.
Okay, breathe.
Wow, it's reading so far.
No, it's okay.
Check it out.
Continue. Breathe, mama, breathe.
Oh, I feel so sorry for her. But lastly, we had Tahira. Tahira was wearing a black shirt with a crew neck underneath this very gorgeous suit. And that just ruined it for me, unfortunately. But her introduction was cute, not particularly impactful. And to me, she's just not very commanding when she was answering questions. So she doesn't have much of a presence for me. So unfortunately, she's also not in my top for the day. So yes, guys, those were my thoughts on the Miss South Africa 2024 Top 30 Judging Day. Let me know what you guys think if you guys watched. Next, I will be talking about my top 10 favorites from the day, share a little bit more of what was actually going on stage. And I would love if you guys stuck around for that. So let me know what you guys think. We have Miss Supranational coming up, which I'm very excited about. Obviously, Miss Namibia is coming up very soon. And I would love it if you guys subscribed and stuck around. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.